for the Baylor Bears in McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bears will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Arizona runs out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bears offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the...
Turning it on! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And the Bears want to move quickly.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Gives it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Looking for a man. It's Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hauls it in. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
To the air. It's Reed. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Unloads to the wideout. This time he's got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second.
Got some room in to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Bears will hustle to the line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
To the air, it's Reed. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And the Bears have it with a 1st and goal. They'll go right back to the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro. Not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting a stop.
Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fox. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll try the run. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Reed. to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on 1st down. Wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he's dragged down. The Bears want to crank the tempo. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to pass, it's Fox. It's on target and complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
To the ground with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Carr. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Holds and fires complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Back to throw, it's Fox. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Firing to the right, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Touchdown, Wildcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 3rd down play from the gun. Got a man. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot against zone coverage, covered 3, and that corner, he's got the deep third of the field, so he's watching the quarterback the entire time. He sees the ball thrown, he's able to react to it and come away with the pick.
Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half, and what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
On the ground, it's Turner. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds his target down the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll ride the hot hand.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Richardson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems... He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees him...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior. They decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away, but the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds his man. It's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you...
There he goes! Inside, touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Dropping back, it's Fox. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Perry.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Got a man. It's Richardson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Now on the option. Fights off a defender. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Okay, ready? They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up by 28 over Virginia Tech. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Perry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab right down the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Fox. Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going for the big play. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dances away. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for space. It's Avan. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. One more play to pad the stats. These quarters going to give them some space. Back to pass. It's Fox. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.